deck is the Crow Tarot, created by MJ Cullinane. So this deck is a deck that is kind of popular. It took me a while to actually purchase this deck. I had heard, so I don't know, at first glance, I didn't feel like this was like, I didn't feel connected to the deck when I first saw the deck. And I had seen a few videos on YouTube that talked about how once they got the deck in their hands, they felt differently about it. And it just, I think that made me, maybe seeing that on YouTube kind of made me say, oh, okay, well, maybe I should buy this deck, right? So I bought the deck and I love the deck. I love this deck. I use this deck. I was using this deck and like, I just loved the readings that I got from this deck. I immediately felt very attached to the deck. Yeah, so I'll tell you why I love the deck. First of all, I love the guidebook. This is a guidebook. This is kind of guidebook that I like. You have reversals. You have the upright meanings of the cards. I love the guidebook because it's like, I love her voice. It's MJ's voice in this guidebook, and the even more so the voice of the Crow Tarot in this guidebook. I know MJ has a few different decks. This is the only deck of hers that I have, and so I haven't compared this guidebook to other guidebooks, you know what I'm saying? But I think that this guidebook is very individual to the Crow Tarot, which I really, really like. So, all of that being said, I just think this deck gives really, really good readings. It's very, like, I love the antique-ish kind of look to it. I haven't done a deep dive on the symbology of each card. I know that I don't know if there's a book out about it, but I know that there's some kind of information you can find on the symbology in the Crow Tarot because I believe I heard that the illustrations were very intentional. So I have, more exploration that I need to do for this particular deck, but I really enjoy using it. I like the antique look because it just is like, it's kind of like, it feels very durable to me. It feels very like you can use this deck and it can get a little beat up, but it still looks like the Crow Tarot because it's kind of made with that antique-ish vibe. So yeah, I just found myself when I started using this deck, I couldn't put it down for like a good couple weeks. And I have a lot of decks, so I try to like spread the love and use the different decks, and like whatever decks I'm not called to a lot, I feel like I'm going to be using in envelope readings and stuff. And this is just a deck that I won't have a hard time reaching for because I love it. I do. I don't know why. Again, I totally agree with like some people that I watched were like, what's her name? I guess I haven't watched her in a while. Peggy? Is that her name? I can't remember her name. I'm blanking. But there's like, there's a few tarot readers that I've seen talk about the Crow Tarot, and they talk about how like once they get it in their hands, it's like the feel of it in your, I don't know how to explain it. I do not know how to explain it, but it just is like, it's a really great deck. I did not think I would bond to this deck in the way that I have. Even when I bought the deck, because like I said, I bought the deck kind of like, oh, well, I guess I'll try out the deck. Because I don't necessarily get a deck just because a lot of people have that deck. That's not like really my motivation behind buying decks. Like I buy decks that kind of call out to me. And So this deck and the Modern Witch deck were two decks that were like kind of popular decks. And I thought with both of them, I thought, you know, I don't know if that's really like, if it wasn't a popular deck, would that deck be calling out to me in any kind of way? You know what I'm saying? Like with both of those decks, I felt that way. And with both those decks, I ended up going ahead and making the purchase. And I kind of regretted it with the Modern Witch. I got to be honest. The star is like my significator now. I love it. She's got like water. This crow, I don't know why I think she's a girl. I guess because in the star, it's a female in the star. I don't know. Maybe it's because I can relate to it. I feel like this is my significator card. I don't know. And I'm a female, so I don't know. But I like how like this crow has water dripping over her. And this card, the meaning of this card is like, it's like healing. Like you've gone through this whole process, you know, and it's right after the tower. So it's like your life has like is in shambles and you've started this healing process and, you know, you're starting to go on a new journey. And it's just, I love it. I love the water being washed away. I got really sick in 2014 and almost died. And I had a vision of the healing waters. And I was paralyzed and I was just in the hospital. Like I couldn't eat, couldn't drink. And I was in the hospital and I had this vision of just like drinking, like swimming in these waters and just like mouth wide open, taking in all the water and just like moving my arms and legs and, you know, and it's just ever since then, the healing waters have like been a thing for me. Like I wish I was an artist because I have a visual in my mind of like what I looked like swimming in the healing waters. So I really like that image of the water falling over the crow. So that is the major arcana. And it's also like, it's a nice size, but it's not too big. Like it's smaller than the kids tarot that I have, which is like super hard to, that tarot is like really hard to shuffle. This one is like a nice size deck. It's not too little. It's not too big. It's great. And make sure that you guys can see. So such a great, it's got two of the wands with the world up at the top. I don't know. I just, you know, there's something indescribable about this deck. And other people have had that feeling too. So I heard people talk about that and then I bought the deck and then I totally understood what they were talking about when I bought the deck. It's just, once you get this deck in your hands, it gives great readings. And it just is like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. And usually when you have that feeling of like something that you can't really describe, there's something spiritual to it. I don't know. There must be there must be a strong spiritual connection that this deck has. I don't know how that works. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? But it's just, I love this deck. And there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of symbology in this deck. And I actually really need to go through the deck really looking at the pictures and really taking in the images, because I haven't totally done that yet. Because I just started, I just like out the box just started using it. But yeah, I love how they're like drinking out of the cup, because it's almost like you have friends and you guys are like, it's like when you get together with friends and you're feasting together and you're, you know, you're just having fun. You're just drinking together and enjoying each other's company. Somebody door. And Seven of Cups, it's like... Seven of Cups, I don't know. There's something about the Seven of Cups. It's like one of my favorite cards. I'm sorry, I'm listening to... There's someone at my door, so I'm listening. I try to do these videos like earlier in the day because like right now it's like after my daughter got home from school, and it's like it gets busy around, I don't know why, but it gets busy around my house like in the afternoon. I guess because everybody's done with their work day and, you know. What did you want? What does she want?
She needs allergy medicine.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give them a bed and a drink.
Okay. Tell her I'm sorry. I'm doing a video right now. Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, my neighbor was knocking on my door because she needed a Benadryl for her son. So. And now I feel bad that I didn't go get the door because I'm doing a video, but, you know, it is what it is. 'Tis what it is. My daughter's getting it for her. Look at those knives. Those knives like went through their feathers. And you can see the tips of the knives. Or the swords, I should say. Yeah, I get really good readings from this. And I almost don't want to check out her other decks because, I don't know, there's something like... I'm not really one of those who, like, has to get... I mean, I guess there's one artist who I, like, love her decks. And I've gotten, like... She only has 2 decks out. It's, Emma Zhang. I've gotten both the decks that she has out. But I actually, you know what, I've found that like those decks, I don't even like reach for them. It's almost like novelty decks in a way. Because I just like the artwork so much. But, you know, I'm really kind of like, I'm not buying decks and not using them, so I find some way to use them. I'm either going to use them for like an envelope reading or like daily. So I started doing daily tarot reads, and I'm going to get back in them, like 1 card readings. I'm going to get back in the habit of doing that. I think what kind of stopped me from doing it is like I've been in the process of learning tarot, and it just like tapping into the energy of the collective was like really draining me. I think that's what it really was. It was tapping into the energy. Like I really had to like get my body used to tapping into other people's energy, because it really would have like a draining effect on me. And so when I was doing those 1 card readings, I was really feeling that. It was like everything in me was kind of screaming like, no, it's too draining. So, I mean, you have to get acclimated. You have to get acclimated to tapping into people's energies and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just needed to, like, my body had to get used to tapping into that energy. And now I don't necessarily feel it as much. Like when I because I basically, you know, when I do Facebook readings, like I'm tapping into people's energy from like all over the place. Like I could literally read the energy of a person in a different country, you know, and I don't have a problem with it. So this deck, so in terms of shuffling, if you're like a riffle shuffler, I don't find this, I don't usually riffle shuffle this deck, but I think you could. Maybe I just don't have it broken in enough, because I almost just did it. But like, let me see. So anyway, that's the Crow Tarot. Love it. I recommend it. I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you later. Bye.